Okay. Ravi ji, why don't you start with my wish and then we can get into the reading. Ravi, can you hear me? Or Ashok, you can start.
Oh, oh, okay. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. The lover has to keep the wish of the beloved. My wish for my lovers is as follows: do not shirk your responsibilities. Attend faithfully to your worldly duties, but keep always at the back of your mind that all this is Baba's. When you feel happy, think Baba wants me to be happy. When you suffer, think Baba wants me to suffer. Be resigned to every situation and think honestly and sincerely. Baba has placed me in this situation with the understanding that Baba is in everyone. Try to help and serve others. I say with my divine authority to each and all that whosoever takes my name at the time of breathing, his last comes to me. So do not missing Kartik.
Yeah.
I'm missing the wish.
Okay. I'll read the last one again, maybe, but because it stopped sharing. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I'll read the last one.
Can I read
I
it?
say, okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
please.
It's the sixth wish. I say with my divine authority to each and all that whosoever takes my name at the time of breathing is last comes to me. So do not forget to remember me in your last moments. Unless you start remembering me from now on, it will be difficult to remember me when your end approaches. You should start practicing from now on. Even if you take my name only once every day, you will not forget to remember me in your dying moments. Meher Baba. So I just have one question, last line, the last wish. And we do remember him at least once or twice in a day when we get up and we go to sleep. But is that enough? I mean, I really do not know whether we qualify for that, that free pass which we get when we remember his name. And we should actually have yeah, we should be having that remembrance that we should take his name. But when you are uh, about to die, it's very difficult to know. And second thing is that number three is also very uh, special for me in my life, because when you feel happy, think Baba wants me to be happy, and when you suffer, think Baba wants me to suffer. Which Karthik has said, suffering is a benediction. So these two things really caught my fancy. Anyway, sorry if I've digressed.
Sure. Okay. So apologies on the delayed start. Entirely my fault. I'm usually ready and connected because of these surprises, but today I was a bit late. So let's start with the next section. And we are almost at the fag end of the book. And I was, if you recollect, last Saturday, I was hoping to finish this book by stretching a little. But given that we've had a delayed start, we will not rush it. And then maybe we will just have another session to finish this. Before we start, may I ask who is the person who has signed in as Jai Baba, just for uh,
Ah,
identity purpose? Is that someone we know or is that someone new?
It's me, Nomita.
Jai Baba to you, Nomita, and welcome from EST. Okay.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. So
Nomita
oh,
always
that's
comes
pretty
with
late for you.
surprises.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Nomita ji always
pretty.
comes with surprises.
Yes, yes. So, Ashok, you want to read?
Yes, yes.
Baba asks questions. Yeah.
Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Baba asks questions. Baba answers them. When Baba visited the home of L. Subbarao, his wife, seeing Baba enter the house, came running toward him and fell at his feet, weeping. Overpowered with love, she became unconscious. Baba's love seemed to fill the house. There was also a poet there who, on feeling, sorry, is my voice clear?
Yeah,
I'll read again.
sorry.
Baba's love seemed to fill the house. There was also a poet there who, on feeling this incredible atmosphere of love, began spontaneously composing and reciting poems in praise of Baba, hailing him as the avatar. It was a touching sight to witness. Seemingly immune to this intense atmosphere, one Baba lover continued to be absorbed in taking photographs of Meher Baba. He had been conspicuous throughout Baba's tour in this pursuit, and Baba turned to him and teased him. Out of hundreds of pictures, has even one come out all right? When visiting Keshav Rao's home, it was apparent that the host was not well. He was standing with outstretched hands for Baba's embrace. Pointing at him, Baba instructed K. Shastri, tell his family members that he is very fortunate. Baba then gave his wife a slab of candy and added, break off a piece every day for next 101 days. Take Baba's name and then give the piece to your husband. Don't worry. Karthik, I take a stop here. The title of this passage is Baba Baba asks questions and Baba answers them. So that means the two sides of a coin, or what does that mean? Any thoughts? Can you come to the title, please? Please, if you don't mind. So Baba asks questions, Baba answers them. So,
So please wait for that to unfold. So keep going.
Asha, okay,
Then
okay.
we'll discuss.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I can just add, I was the photographer in my school. It reminded me, and I was interested with photography. So it's true that some photographs we take may not cover the incident clearly. Anyway, it was at the house of Hanuman
We have another serious photography. Uh, uh, I should say
enthusiast.
enthusiast in Mamaji.
Oh, Mamaji,
Yeah.
that's a side I did not know.
Yes. Yeah. It's, it's been through the generations of all of the kinds of technology. So
Wow.
it's, yeah.
There's so many feathers in Mamaji's cap which we don't know. Anyway, it was at the house of Hanumanta Rao that Kunala Venkateshwaralu and his family first met Baba. Venkateshwaralu was profoundly affected by this meeting and thereafter took a very active part in working for Baba in Andhra. As Baba was being driven to his lover's homes, he saw a man standing at the gate of the house. He was holding a plate with fruit to offer Baba, as well as camphor with which to perform Baba's arti. This man, G. Venkata Subbarao, was very devoted to Lord Shiva and was in the habit of repeating his name aloud so much so that he was nicknamed Mahadev Shambhu, a name of Shiva by the townsfolk. But he was devoted to Shiva and not to Baba. No visit. Sorry, I something went wrong. I'm not able to see the screen. Karthik.
Oh, yeah. This is happening for the third time right now. Let me just reshare. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. But he was devoted to Shiva and not to Baba. No visit to his home had been scheduled. Seeing him at the gate, however, Baba asked the car to be stopped and blessed the offering by touching the plate with his hand. Baba asked one of his Andhra lovers to convey Mahadev Shambho that Baba was. Lord Shiva himself. Later, G.V. Subbarao, creator of Sathi Raju, that while looking at Baba, he saw him as Lord Shiva. Baba also visited the home of Y.V. Narasimha Rao, his host, where he expressed his appreciation for all the care they had taken of him. Lastly, Baba went to the home of H. Sambamurthy, the district collector. Many of the socially prominent people of the town had come to see Baba and were introduced to him one by one. During this informal gathering, the collector's small boy suddenly appeared with a book to collect Baba's autograph. With a smile, Baba explained that he had stopped speaking and so also he had stopped writing, but he drew a quick doodle, perhaps a mischievous chicken in the child's book. After Aarti, the collector's wife asked if Baba would give them a message. Perhaps because most there had come more out of curiosity rather than love for Baba, or had simply because it was the collector who had invited them in a most natural manner, yet with great authority. Tara, Baba dictated the following message. It has been possible through love for man to become God. And when God becomes man, it is due to his love for his beings. If people were to ask me, have you seen God? I would reply, what else is there to see? If they were to ask me, are you God? I would reply, who else could I be? If they were to ask me, are you the avatar? I would reply, why else have I taken this human form? Kartik, the first line, paragraph, it has been love and love for man to become God. And when God becomes man, it is due to his love for his beings. Even that is worth underlining, highlighting. No, the one
Yeah, yeah.
above that.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Anyway, I leave it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the lovely message I could give and have ever been giving is love God. You will find that your own self is nothing but God. Sometimes Baba's messages were cryptic, but this particular message seems strikingly forthright. While its metaphysical implications might be so profound as to be unfathomable, its most immediate meaning is sufficient to direct one to the heights. Love God and become God.
The lover and the beloved. Yeah.
And we are having hide and seek. Anyway, this is there is some message also in this Jagrati. Anyway, during these house visits, Baba was very quick. There was never a wasted moment, and yet Baba never seemed hurried. There was always a regal presence about him. One had the sense not that Baba was rushing, but that in his divine atmosphere, the pace of everything around him was accelerated. So, like a halo around his face or his body, or regal presence about him. What does that mean? Anybody? Anyway, I continue.
Regal is just royal, right? And if you watch Baba's gait, Baba's gestures, and mm, just his walk, right? There is no other way to describe that
Yeah, yeah.
other than regal, royal, or authoritative, right? So that's what I think is being referred to here.
And I also there are so many uh, photographs of Baba as Shiva, Baba as Christ. I mean, whatever form or whatever form you can realize um, Baba is Krishna also. So I mean that's just so that people can correlate, I suppose. Okay, continuing. Baba was the divinely calm and tranquil eye of the hurricane. And when Baba left the house after only a few minutes, something remained behind in the rooms and in the hearts of his dear ones for a long time. His presence and warmth of his love. All worship eventually comes to me.
Before we go there, I hope now you got your answer,
Yes,
right?
I got my answer. I mean, maybe I,
So the reference is only to this message where there is a series of questions and there is a series of answers, right? And I think it's rather unique and very important set of questions and answers. So it's very beautiful. I think and more than beautiful, it's also important. Uh,
I true that, yes. True.
okay.
Okay. All worship eventually comes to me. Baba finished the house visits early, and by 11:15, he had returned to Nasima Rao's bungalow. As he was informally conversing with his close ones, someone requested him to visit the Cosmopolitan Club. Baba had graciously agreed to do so, but gestured only 5 minutes and added that only if it could be arranged for him to stop on his way to the MSNC High School, where the public darshan was to be held. These conditions were met, and so at around 3 that afternoon, Baba was received with honor by the members of the Cosmopolitan Club. Baba conveyed to those who were there, today is the last day of my darshan tour in Andhra. So if people keep silent and order is maintained, I intend to give a special message. In addition to it, I will give fresh dictation on the spot. Those who want to hear it may come there. After this loving personal invitation, Baba gave his blessings to those who were there and then proceeded to the high school where over 4,000 people had already gathered. Baba was led to his seat on the dais. Before sitting, Baba folded his hands to the crowd, his own selves. There was a loud round of warm applause which rang out spontaneously as Baba was garlanded. After the welcome address, the three short messages from Baba were read out in Telugu by Jagannathan Pantulu, who usually performed this task before, this task during the Andhra tour. Then Baba asked Ramju to read out the special message, the word of words, which he had dictated earlier. The last paragraph of this is given below. The word that I speak will go the world as a, from God, not as a from a philosopher. It will go straight to his heart. With the dawn of realization of the unity of all life, hatred,
Again, it tripped. I don't know what's happening.
with the dawn of the realization of the unity of all life, hatred and dissension will come to an end. There will be unfaltering love and unfailing understanding, and men shall be united in an inviolable brotherhood based on the realized oneness of God. I'll just read this again. The word that I speak will go the world as from God and not as from a philosopher. It will go straight to his heart. With the dawn of realization of the unity of all life, hatred and dissension will come to an end. There will be unfaltering love and unfailing understanding, and men shall be united in an inviolable brotherhood based on the realized oneness of God. If I may just make an observation, uh, I think the time has not yet come because we still have a lot of war and hatred. And I mean, I don't, that's my feeling. Anybody wants to add, Karthik?
Yeah, I think it's left to interpretation. We'll never know that, but I don't
Yes.
think it will be a clean cut where you know
No, but
it
they
stops.
said, then if you can go up, please, once again. So it says there will be unfaltering love and unfailing understanding, and men shall be united in an inviolable brotherhood based on the realized oneness of God. So, yeah, it's difficult to interpret when and how this will happen, or whether it is going on. I true that we don't know, but there is some message in this. After Ramju read the message in English, it was read out in Telugu as well. As this was being done, Baba sat in his chair, his hands resting lightly on the arms, gently raising his palms and letting them fall while his eyes flashed in different directions. There was a graceful dignity to Baba which made even his small gestures, like tapping his arms of his chair, very appealing. I would often find myself gazing in wonder at Baba's forehead, which seemed especially resplendent, but others were equally captivated by Baba's eyes or his smile. Truly, Baba was divinely beautiful, and many in the crowd were deeply moved by his beautiful divinity. As he had indicated at the Cosmopolitan Club after the translation was complete, Baba began dictating an additional message on his board. In the in the beyond state of God, six does not exist. There only one indivisible existence prevails. It is in the realm of illusory phenomena called the universe that six asserts itself. Baba Jan, the perfect master who in less than an instant made me experience my ancient infinite state, had the form of a woman. Upasni Maharaj, the perfect master who brought me down to normal consciousness, had a male form. Babajan came from a high, noble, and rich family. She was beautiful when she was young, but just before she was going to be married, owing to her intense longing to be one with God, she renounced the world. In Pune, with one kiss on my forehead, she made me realize that I am the ancient one. She was about 100 years old at the time, like a true fakir. She would sit under a tree day and night in rain or sun. We should mark that my forehead, and ancient one, A and O are all are capitals. Every one of you, man or woman, of any caste or creed, has an equal right to attain divinity. I tell you with divine authority that I experience eternally, consciously, and continually being one with you all and the one in you all. So any worship or obeisance done to any deity, animate or inanimate, to any saint, yogi, advanced soul, or master, eventually comes to me.
So I'm just reminded of what we're reading in Bhav's book on the manifesting, on how he underlined the aspect that he's continually experiencing being one with all of us. And that's what is said here. So I tell you with my divine authority that I experience eternally, consciously, and continually being one with you all and one in you all. So there's an entire section devoted to the avatar having that experience and having that experience with all of creation, with uh, every drop soul, right? He becomes that drop soul.
And in the last line, the again he re-emphasizes that so any worship or obeisance done to any deity, animate or inanimate, to any saint, yogi, advanced soul, or master, eventually comes to me. So I mean, so whether whatever path you take, whatever religion, it all leads to the highest of the high. It's beautiful. Being rich or poor, literate or illiterate, of high caste or of low caste, need not interfere with your loving God, the Supreme Beloved, by offering pure, unadulterated love to me, anyone and anything. You will be loving me. And let me assure you on divine authority that we are all one. I give you all my blessings for the undertaking that loving God in any form, in any way, will make you eternally free. Following this discourse, Baba distributed prasad for about 2 hours. Whenever Baba distributed prasad, there seemed to be an extra kindliness in his eyes. Although Baba busily engaged in distributing the bananas of sweets, Baba would find time to smile at an infant in its mother's arms, sometimes reaching up and lovingly squeezing its cheeks or patting it gently. It often seemed as if Baba were the channel through which love flowed in boundless measure from some invisible source within him. At 6, Baba left the pandal and returned to his residence. Before supper, Baba instructed the mandali to be at his place at 8 in the morning. I just want to add, uh, with permission of everyone, that in on YouTube there is a very nice rendering. All are one. I think that is done or danced and song by the Sufism reoriented. One can watch that. It's a beautiful song and dance sequence. Okay.
Right.
Yoga Samadhi and Vivikal Samadhi. On the morning of March 4th, however, Baba surprised the Mandali by appearing at their quarters a little before 7. Baba embraced all who were traveling with him from outside of Andhra who were leaving that day for their various homes. After this unexpected but heartwarming visit, we all proceeded to Baba's residence, where he informed us of a telegram he had received from the secretary of the Bal Yogi Ashram, Mumi Divaram. Baba then had the reply read out. My love and
Hello, we
blessing.
love you.
Sorry, sorry.
Mummidvaram. That is Mummidvaram.
Okay, okay.
Very
I
close to where I grew up. There used to be one higher plane guy. His name was
Bala Yogi.
Bala Yogi.
sorry.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
Bala
like
Yogi.
it just says Bala Yogi Ashram, so I just guessed. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, Bala Yogi. Yeah, he's here.
Bala
Yeah,
Yogi Ashram. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, continue.
Okay. My love and blessings to all real Bala yogis in the world who were God's beloved children. Baba seemed in a very communicative mood. Perhaps he was relaxed now that the tour was practically over, but at any rate, he began to refer to a variety of profound spiritual subjects with more than a little wit and humor. Some excerpts from Baba's talk are given below. Listen, never has the proverb, all that glitters is not gold, been more appropriate than in the spiritual field. Tantric and all other types of yoga, when developed and practiced diligently, result in the practitioner going into a trance or developing powers. But yoga samadhi is absolutely different from nirvikalpa samadhi. Yoga samadhi is called hal by the Sufis. Those in yoga samadhi need not eat food, drink water, sleep, etc. They are in a state of trance, but when they come down from the samadhi, they are like ordinary people. Nirvikalp samadhi is quite different from yoga samadhi. It is deification, becoming God and experiencing the I am God state of the perfect one, living the life of God. Baba continued, there are three yogis who have been in yoga samadhi for hundreds of years. Their eyelashes and eyebrows have grown very long. They have become very lean, but they do not know me. Baba's description and gestures were so graphic that it was easy to picture those yogis sitting in a trance. The expression on Baba's face made us feel how lucky we were to be there in his presence. With a mischievous twinkle in his eye, Baba continued. Now let me give you an example of all that glitters is not gold. Is not gold. In the late 30s at Mehrabad, I had a mad ashram, not a must ashram, but a mad ashram, and the maddest of all was Fakir Hua. When I closed that ashram, all the mad were sent to their respective places. Fakir Bua was sent to Pune. One who was working at Mehrabad spread the rumor that I gave my spiritual charge to Fakir Bua. The result was that this madman was taken as a Sadguru. He was made to sit on a big Gadi, ancient cushion seat throne. People visited him for his darshan. His every gesture was taken to be divine. People spent money on him, took him around the city in a car, but Fakir Bua was absolutely mad. So I have a question here, if I may. Uh, See, the must and mad, there has to be some difference, right? Or is it same? I mean, I'm very intriguing and confusing.
Yeah,
Anybody?
but there's no. I mean, we've all read
Yes,
Wayfarers together, right? So it's not. There is no definition, uh, and there is absolutely a difference. So both are correct. So there are distinguishing features that Baba had trained the Mandali to identify musts, and categorically they are not mad either medically or socially. And they obviously had certain quirks, and uh, they were lost uh, or intoxicated in the God experience, and
absolutely.
they
I
are
was thinking of the
they
word.
are spiritually advanced, and they are not ordinary souls, and they may they do not have normal contact and interaction with the rest of society.
Great. I was thinking of the word uh, God intoxicated. So that's different from, and that's exactly what you brought out. Thank you. Baba had those assembled laughing at this ludicrous situation. Baba's sense of humor was really great, and the facial expressions and gestures he used to express Fakir Buha's insane behavior were a delight to see. Baba concluded, don't be led astray. Remember, all that glitters is not gold. So be honest, I am the slave of the love of my lovers. With a smile, Baba added, there were even some so called yogis and gurus who, in their letters, sent even me their blessings. Baba's astonishment expressed at this turn of events again prompted his dear ones to laugh heartily. Baba then became more serious and began discoursing on the four journeys which he had expressed earlier at Kotapeta. Addressing the difference between a perfect master and the avatar, Baba conveyed, in living the life of God, both the perfect master and the avatar are equal, the same, but are leading God's life and also are on every level of life in illusion. Simultaneously, they are on the level of the lowest to the highest. The most important difference, however, is that the perfect master acts on that level and the avatar becomes that. On every plane, the perfect master acts as a man of that plane. The avatar becomes the man on that plane, and that is why the avatar can give a universal spiritual push. God is in everything and in everyone. Avatar is not only in everything and in everyone, but becomes everything and everyone. Therefore, the fundamental difference is that the Prophet Master acts, whereas the Avatar becomes. Later, expanded on this theme, it was included in God Speaks second edition, revised and enlarged as a part of the supplement.
Yeah, it's also covered briefly in discourses. And yes, we are now going through manifesting, where again, like I mentioned, how dwells on this in detail and distinguishes this difference. Dwells on this difference in a big way. Okay, so maybe we can rotate the reading. Any other volunteers who want to read? Thank you so much, Ashokji, for reading.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same. I should give. I got carried away in this passage, and but I should give my chance to somebody else who wants to read. Maybe Ashish or Nomita
Ashish
ji.
is actually, so we are going to do a brief sharing session, the last 15 minutes. I was texting him, so he's going to tell us about a fun Baba weekend he had last weekend and probably even share some snaps. So
Oh, good.
that's the accident site at Oklahoma. So that's the last 15 minutes of today.
Ravi ji,
I have
come
a
on.
hard stop. Yeah, I have a hard stop, so we will wrap up Ashish will have 15 minutes to talk about Oklahoma. Okay, so let me read for some time. Or Ravi is back.
Ravi is
I
back.
thought he was.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought if you want to read, you can read for some time. I can read for the last few minutes, and then we let Ashish
Sure.
talk.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
actually
Go
in New
ahead.
Jersey. I'm actually in New Jersey attending, going to attend 60th Diamond Jubilee Glow International.
Oh, okay. So you should connect to the Dhars and see if there's a way of meeting. She's on the call, but
Oh,
contact them
that's their.
offline. Yeah.
They're coming to.
Th-
They're coming to New Jersey. No.
I think they're in New York right now. They were with
Oh.
Nosh a couple of days back at Beloved
Oh.
Archives, Hamilton,
Oh.
New
Okay.
Jersey. So
Probably
yeah,
then
yeah.
they'll be there.
No,
Then.
I don't think they're attending the retreat. So
Oh, they're
reach
not
out to
attending
them.
it.
Yeah, reach out to them and then
Hmm.
figure out if it's possible. They have a packed
Yeah.
schedule.
I see. I see. I see. Actually, I just met Alan Cohen and his
Okay.
wife. A
Oh,
good
how
time.
how
Good time.
old is he? Isn't he the old timer?
Is he 83? He
Yeah,
just told me
83.
83.
Yeah. Wow, wow. So that's nice. So you're at that same venue, right? Or did you pick a hotel nearby?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in Princeton.
Hmm.
Princeton is Mercer Lake is near Princeton. He's
I know
in
the
Princeton.
I know that I know the whole area very well because I was living there for almost a year. So I know
Oh
Mercer
wow.
Lake. So yeah, yes, so very
Oh
familiar.
wow.
Yeah,
Where are
yeah.
you living here? Where are you in Princeton?
Uh, in Princeton Junction, yes, very close to
So
Princeton
Oh,
Junction station. Yeah,
okay. Okay.
this
yeah,
is near the Princeton University.
correct. It is.
Yeah, Einstein. Einstein's university.
Yes, yes. So Princeton town is where they still have Einstein's house, and then Princeton Junction is on the northeast line, which
Yeah.
uh, connects you to downtown, and of course
Right.
for the south. Yeah,
Mm,
but of course it's now all completely a significant Indian population, I should say, even those parts.
very much. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Very
yes,
big
yes.
population.
Yeah. Okay, over to you. 10 minutes and four
10
seconds.
minutes and 4 seconds. 10 minutes and 4 seconds. Baba discourses, of which I have given only excerpts, went on for nearly an hour. And they were given with Baba's casual yet authoritative divinity, so that by the end, the hall was surcharged with his presence. All in the hall were looking at Baba. Some who had recently come into Baba's contact wondered what would have happened to them had they not the good fortune to be accepted by Meher Baba, the avatar. Their feeling of gratefulness for Baba's grace was overflowing through their eyes. Wow. What amazes me is they just became Baba lovers and they are already having this much of understanding. That
Yeah,
means they have been a God lover for a long time.
indeed.
See, it took a long time for me. I used to think, oh, I love Baba. It took a long time for me to dawn upon it's Baba who makes us Baba lovers, not us. Those from Andhra in general were overjoyed at the opportunity they had been given to spend time in Baba's company. This had inspired them to want to love Baba more and more. But now, despite the fullness they felt in scroll up Baba's presence, they could not entirely erase from their minds the thought that soon Baba would be leaving Andhra for Mahabaleshwar. One of his dear ones, V.V.N. Rao, with all respect and humility, spoke out, Baba, how to retain our contact with you, the avatar, constantly. His large eyes beaming with light, Baba looked around the hall and through his board and gestures replied, Narayan Rao means now that Baba is physically among you. You feel the contact. But when I leave you, gradually this cools down. How to retain it constantly? Question mark.
I I think it's a very, very fair and frequently occurring thought, I'm sure, for
Yeah,
many of us. That,
yeah. See, in those days, at least they used to think, oh, Baba lives in the Maharaja. That feeling is there. But for us, we have a feeling Baba is not there. But the interesting thing is, you are Baba, Baba is with you, and we don't feel his presence because we think mentally the feeling the presence. See, how do I recognize I live with my wife? I see her physically with my physical senses, drishti. That's what makes me understand, oh, I live with money. you know we are used to that process of understanding with the mind, gross mind. But with Baba, we have to use our subtle mind, thinking Baba is with us.
yeah,
Well, do you feel constantly hungry? When you work hard, you get hungry. When you feel hungry, you take food.
Again,
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
very.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's Teams that's acting up. So anyway, sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. So work for me in such a way that you feel hungry for me. Sometimes think of me, sometimes work for me, sometimes talk about me, but not all the time. If you go on eating continuously, you will get indigestion. You know, I would like to tell you my experience recently. Couple months ago, uh, I don't know why I conduct these Zoom sessions, right, with the family almost every day. We read Baba books and also Bhagavad Gita. Half time Bhagavad Gita, half time Baba books. One of the books when I was reading that struck me, we have to feel the presence of Baba. It's very, very important for us to evolve. If you want to evolve little higher state of loving Baba, we have to constantly feel the Baba is with me, a presence of Baba with me. And one of my sister-in-law, she went to Mehrabad and she started saying, Baba, I love you. And then to her surprise, she started hearing a subtle voice, I love you too. And she came back and she explained, and we were all excited. The interesting thing is, even though I was saying to them, I was not feeling the Baba's presence. I guess one has to be fortunate to feel, to get to the point of feeling presence of Baba. Only He can give us, but our effort
Yeah,
should be
only he
there, I
can.
think. Huh?
Only he can give. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
our effort has to
our
be there.
effort should be 100% correct.
Then
Our
only He'll
effort
give you.
should be 100% correct.
Right,
I mean, he will give
right.
it to the deserving. So I assume
Yeah.
the relative that you mentioned is first generation and come into the family, but then she's got this deep contact now. Is that
Uh-huh.
correct? Mhm.
Yeah.
Or is she a second generation in the Baba family?
No, first generation.
Yeah, yeah, she's come into the
She,
family. That's what I thought. Yeah.
no, she is my sister-in-law's sister,
Okay.
and she met my father. She first time she heard my father saying about Meher Baba, and she had come across some situations in her life, and both her husband happened to be my college friend, and look at him, how interesting it is. His life was very, very interesting. In those times, if you say, is he any spiritual? I would say not at all. Absolutely. You know, I can pound on the table and say, absolutely not, with the little knowledge I have. Because he used to be very, very, not responsible, not doing, studying well, and all that stuff. And then he married my sister-in-law's sister. We have been in contact, and he became a good speaker. And I listened to a couple of his talks. He was talking very good about God speaks in Telugu around these Andhra places. And then when he had a heart attack last year, and before his death, he was remembering Baba. Suddenly, he had a heart attack, and he knew, I think he was dying. His wife tells me he was chanting Baba's name. So I was
That's a
thinking, what? Huh?
very blessed, I should say.
Very blessed. What was I thinking, when I was in school, and what happened? There's no absolutely, we do not know. That's the simple answer I can say. Who is Baba lover, who is not a Baba lover? We just don't know. What happens to each?
Ravi, if I may
Very
add,
interesting.
it's
Hmm.
interesting, but the intensity or the potential of magnetism towards Baba is 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 for each one his own, and we can't identify or measure that. It's all happens in Baba's time.
Mm.
Yeah, Baba.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
And
I
I
think.
want to also, I also want to say that the next paragraph is a message which I have heard a lot from, you know, Oakley and others in the Pune Center. They say that you must do this routine before you go to bed and when you get up. It's going to be interesting reading. And Karthik, save time. You can also underline that after you finish the reading. Okay, Baba.
Mm,
And Teams disconnected the share again. Sorry.
mm.
Okay.
Yeah. But do I think try to feel Baba's presence, and that gives enormous confidence that Baba is with me. Very much. And that's reality, actually. It's not imagination anymore. It's reality. Baba is with us. We are Baba. We think there's
Absolutely,
imagination.
absolutely,
Yeah,
Ravi.
but that's reality.
And Karthik, this hide and seek is happening at Baba's, you know, divine interaction. So think it that it is a divine interaction because it's never happened in our readings that is going on and off. So he's
Yeah.
probably and he's definitely with us. We are more than five.
Definitely
I
with
think
us.
we are more than five in the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know what he's trying to say. Is he suggesting that we dump Teams? I don't know. We will see. But yes, it's the first time that I've had this problem.
Mm.
Okay,
Before
please
you go to
continue.
bed, say, yeah, before you go to bed, Baba, I entrust all that I did, thought, or spoke, good and bad to you. Karthik, can you post this in the WhatsApp group?
Sure.
This prayer is very, very important. I do this prayer every before sleeping. I go to Baba's picture and stand there and I say this. When you get up, say, Baba, I now begin to entrusting all thoughts, words, and deeds to you. Say this just twice each day for 5 minutes, but with all your heart in it. Do that and make me responsible for all you do or think. Then you are free. But you must do it honestly. This much will be more than sufficient to maintain the contact with me. Wow, this is very powerful. Very, very powerful.
Can you please underline that part? I mean,
So, this question of how
Mm.
do you maintain constant contact? And this is the answer.
Mm.
So, very, very important. And
Very
yeah,
profound.
very deep.
Yeah. I am the ocean. I can accept both flowers, coconuts, and also filth. So throw everything in the ocean with all your heart. This is a great thing if done wholeheartedly. Otherwise, it goes in your own pool of water, which gets filthy because of your dirt. Here, I would like to share a similar instruction Baba gave around 7 months later. Baba had called some of his men disciples and devotees from the West to stay with him for 3 weeks at Mehrabad. Oh, Baba, 3 incredible weeks. Oh, that's only for Westerners. Kartik,
Yeah.
I can't
Oh,
see.
again.
I can't see.
Again. Sorry.
Karthik, maybe it's time for Ashish to. Okay, get ready.
Yeah. On September 21st,
I,
during one of his
he didn't
sitting with the
to
Westerners, he
talk.
dictated.
Actually, I
Yeah.
was trying driving till now, but now I'm good to talk. Means, anytime I'm good to talk. Actually,
Okay, so that's why I texted you because I was not sure if you'd be there till the end and if you were free and in a position to talk.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I was driving actually, but now I'm at home
so
and
at a
I can talk.
logical, yeah, at a logical point, let's stop
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do that. Yeah, please continue, Raviji.
Okay.
On
The question
September
is
21. Yeah.
Yeah. On September 21st, during one of his sittings with the Westerners, he dictated, "The question is how to remember me. The easiest and surest way is to do as I tell you. The first thing in the morning when you get up, before doing anything, think for 1 second of Baba. Baba is then owned by your soul. Early in the morning, dress your soul with Baba. At 12 noon, for 1 second, do the same. Do it again about 5. When you retire, do it also. If you do it, I will be always with you and you will feel my company. Do it for 4 seconds every day, then you will be in the world. Yet Baba will be with you all the time."
That's a
Amazing.
message. Yeah, very, very amazing. So that's a message from the Vekana, Volume 2, number 3, pages 54 and 55.
Jai Baba.
Mm,
Okay.
I
Yes.
character Baba Lava is saying that they keep alarms to remind themselves of timings. Jai Baba, can you hear me?
Yes, but it's kind of breaking up. It was not continuous, but I kind of figured you're saying you've heard of Baba lovers setting up alarms for
Yeah,
this. Okay, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
See, again,
That's
it's
all.
cracking up. Yeah. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. A lot of people do that. Yes. Yeah, Bob.
Karthik, you can post one of
amazing. Can it really be that simple? It seems too fantastic. Roll up. Yeah. To be true. And yet the God man, in his hooky whim, has disclosed this to us. He has made it so simple that many will doubt it, or they will try to turn the simplest game of daily remembrance into some difficult and rigorous chore. We all have our own way of relating to Baba, and I do not mean to impose my views on any, but I would like to share some of my thoughts on putting Baba's 10 minutes or 4 seconds into our lives. I feel the most important thing is to remember the spirit of Baba's words. At the times Baba has suggested, we should lovingly remember him, not the act of remembering. Therefore, it should not become a ritual or a discipline in our lives. It is a light hearted game of remembrance, which He has graciously offered to play with us. We can make it a song, sung for our delight and His pleasure. Baba is not interested in teaching us some technique as a shortcut to Him. He is remembering us, rather, of the eternal truth, of the God man's reassurance that if we trust and follow Him, He will be with us in our daily lives. Try and see the wonder of it, experiment and feel the delight of it.
it. Is
When Baba finished
you,
answering Narayan Rao's question, the impact of his compassion was so great that one of his lovers there began to weep and weep from the emotion he was experiencing. His body was shaking with the excitement and he could not speak. In between his heart and his vocal cords, his words had gotten stuck. Baba called the person near and patted him and lovingly soothed the turmoil in his heart. Then Baba started embracing one by one all of his Andhra lovers and workers who were there, explaining that he would not be able to see each of them off individually later on. Not long after these tearful yet cheerful with his presence farewells. Kartik, gone.
Ravi, uh,
Sorry.
it was you said. I mean, it is remembering, and if I can add, Baba started in the above paragraph. It was remembering, and if I can give a small acronym, uh, Baba, allow me if it's wrong. The keep it short and simple, or the KISS principle.
Did you get these acronyms from Kama or what?
No, no, this is my
Have
own.
it.
I had used it with my students while teaching, and it remained with them. So, you know,
Okay.
uh,
I have a variation of that, but I won't say it.
keep it keep it
Is
short
a
and
is a
simple.
dirty
Okay,
one, Karthik?
After
yes,
we
say
stop recording.
okay, okay. But but I hope it's not going in the wrong direction. But it's basically keep it short and spiritual, or keep it short and simple, whatever. That's
Yeah.
what is the essence of the earlier paragraph.
Yeah. Then Baba started embracing one by one all of his Andhra lovers and workers who were there, explaining that he would not be able to see each of them off individually later on. Not long after these tearful yet cheerful with his presence farewells, Baba left Kakinada by car and headed for the train station at Samarlakot. Who made
Sabalkot. Okay.
Samarlakot?
Okay, I think.
Actually, Samarlakot is a spelling mistake is there.
Oh, there is a
See,
R. Okay.
Kakinada is on the ocean. Actually, it's the main lane, the railway lane from Madras to Calcutta is little bit off. The Samarlakota is the station.
Station that
Uh,
serves Kakinada. Okay.
correct, correct. I mean, Kakinada has
Okay.
a
Okay.
station, but from Samarlakota, the main line is there. That's very close, but now it maybe it's all one.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's stop here, given it's end of a section,
Okay.
and I will also stop recording, and we will. So, any thoughts on the reading before we stop recording?
Just that, please post those two paragraphs. Uh, the one which we.
Already done.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So we have, I think, one more session with which we can finish this book next Saturday. So I welcome all of you to come to that session as well. And with that, we will stop recording and hand over to Ashish.